Hey guys, it's me, Jenna with the White Witch Parlor, and today I wanted to discuss how to raise your vibration. I do get this question a lot. Because we are made of energy, it's important to tune into certain frequencies and vibrations in order to raise our vibrations. A lot of times we get stuck in our mundane world eating lower vibrational energies from the music that we consume or the foods we consume, or the people, places, and things that we connect with on a daily basis. So it's important to cleanse yourself and basically do what makes you happy as much as you can. But I wanted to cover 11 ways you can raise your vibrations. Of course, there's many more ways to do this, but I wanted to cover 11 of the most powerful and things that you can start doing right now, because it is very simple. You don't need any tools really. You can do some of these, you can do all of them, do what you're drawn to, and work every day to raise your vibrations. This list is in no particular order. It's just that we want to learn to raise our vibrations daily so that we can have and live our highest good on a daily basis. The first way is to become aware of the vibrations that your friends, families, and loved ones are carrying around them, especially your friends, because you do choose your friends. We become the people we hang around most. So if you notice that your friends are doing things that are not to your highest good and things that you do not benefit from on a spiritual growth level, then maybe you need to take a step back away from them and grow some distance between you and their actions. It's harder with family sometimes because when there's gatherings or if you lived with certain individuals, you need to just create a balance, and you need to create a barrier and a safe place for yourself to get away from any of the negativity you might be absorbing from your family or even roommates. The truth is, once you start to really raise your vibrations, you will notice that you will start to attract better friends that have your better interests in mind. You will start to attract people around you that only raise you up and make you feel good. So just start with becoming aware who is around you at all times, how you can create boundaries, balances, and how you can work to raise your vibrations in order to attract the people that you desire in your life. The second way is to make meditation part of your daily ritual, your daily life. Do something every day, even if it's 5-10 minutes of zoning out in your workplace, at home, before you get ready, or at the end of the day. Set aside some time for you and simply meditate. Let all the distractions fade away and work that. It's a practice. It's not going to come very easily at first. It's going to take a lot of time to get used to silencing your mind, but once you start to master it, you will feel so much better because you can declutter your mind. And when you do that, you declutter all that trauma and negativity and everything that's going on in your mind and your daily life. And it's a really nice thing to be able to open yourself up to that and just shed away all that negative thought. Don't limit yourself and don't say you can't meditate, you don't know how. It simply means sitting silently, letting your thoughts come to a pause, and just being, just breathing. Focus on your breath. That's all it is. You can have your eyes open, you can have your eyes closed, you can sit in the lotus style, or you can just sit on a chair or in a comfortable space. Just allow your mind to silence itself and focus on your breathing. The third way to raise your vibration is to reduce the amount of media, news, and low vibrational programs you might be watching, or movies such as horror movies or dramas that are very intense and emotional, because a lot of these things really work and lower our vibrations. They take us away from our highest good, and they leave us feeling drained afterwards. Much of the media and news that we feed into gets us really hyped up in an angry emotion, and it fuels us to stress and trauma, and we share that energy with other people around us, and then they feed into it, and it turns into a little circle, a little group around you of people just complaining all the time, whether it's politics or environment. Just work to limit how much of the media and lower vibrational programming you're absorbing. Certain programs such as crime television and TV shows really pull us away from our highest good, and we start to work off a fear base. So if we see something about burglars robbing a house or someone dying in a terrible car accident, we start to absorb that energy, and we obtain this through thinking that something like this might happen to us. And if you watch these shows regularly, you will notice that it really does hinder your own performance on your own spiritual growth. Stay away from social media. That might also lower your vibration through nothing but drama and lots of gossip. It's not doing anything good for you, so why absorb it into your life? The fourth way to raise your vibration is to get lost in the things that you love to do the most. Any kind of arts, writing, photography, dancing, singing, building, anything that makes you super excited, do it, and do it as often as you can. If you only have the weekend to do it or only one day a week to do it, do something and keep at it and get lost in it. When we're getting lost in it, this Zen, this meditation, this is a meditative state. This is when we're connecting to our highest self and we're downloading tons of information from the divine and other guidance. Because when you get lost in what you love doing, you're able to channel, and you're channeling this artistic expression, and you're helping your own mind to release all the other stuff that's going on, and you're focused so much with heart and soul on this one project or one idea that you're working on. And that is one of the highest ways you can achieve a high vibrational state, because you're also in love with what you're doing at that current moment. The fifth way you can raise your spiritual vibrations is by going on a soul-searching adventure, whether it is through actually taking a trip and going on your own so that you can get lost in the surroundings and new environments and really come to understand who you are as a person and how you interact with others. Or you can find a spiritual retreat where you go and you sit in silence, like a Vipassana retreat, or any kind of meditation trip that you can really go within yourself and not be distracted by anything else in your life, and just be simply. Go on adventures. Get somewhere where you can find yourself in a spiritual high so that you can obtain that energy and you can really learn that energy, and you can later on learn how to tap back into that energy when you need to get back into that vibrational high and raise your energy levels. Before you say, I don't have money to take a trip, I don't have time to go take a weekend out, it doesn't need to be a big fancy trip. It doesn't need to be super elaborate or expensive. You can find retreats that are free, donation-based. You can find places where they're open to the public just on the weekends. There's Buddhist temples. There are the Vipassana meditation retreats, which are usually 10 days, and they are free to the public. They're donation-based, so you donate what you can. There's 3-day courses in different classes, so it is up to you to do the research. And if you really want this in your life, you will find a way, and you will attract the money that you need and the time you need to make it happen. The sixth way to heighten those energy levels is to get back into nature. Connect with nature and the motherly essence at least once a week. Dig your toes into the sand at the beach or hug a tree out in the forest. There's so many places that people can visit, nature walks, nature reserves, reservoirs, dams. There's so many places that you can go and hang out. You can cozy up with a good book and just sit and feel the breeze, or you can just get together and sit in your backyard with a friend with some tasty tea and watch the birds fly overhead. Whatever it may be, make sure that you set time aside to do this at least once a week and really ground your energy and absorb all that healing energy at the same time. You will leave feeling so great, so energized, and ready for the next week to come. The seventh way to raise your vibration is to become aware of what you're bringing into your temple. Your body is your temple, and it's really important to always take note and be aware of what you're feeding it, how you're maintaining it, with whether it's through exercise or love and laughter. What kind of energies are you welcoming into your temple? This is your sacred being, and your soul resides in it. It's the house of all of you, and you need to make sure that you're keeping this house clean and purified at all times. Are you loving yourself enough? Are you drinking enough water? Are you telling yourself positive thoughts? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself daily, and sometimes more than once a day. Feed yourself the best foods. You are your own god and goddess, and the best way to celebrate that is by nourishing yourself with the highest things that you can get. The most beautiful, the most tasty, the most organic and fresh foods that you can feed yourself. This is key, this is important. And replenish yourself with plenty of water. Many of us don't realize how much energy we drain on a daily basis from stress and listening to other people's problems. And the easiest thing that we can do is give ourselves water, because we're draining so much energy. And when we consume water and we're very well hydrated, we become a conduit and we become clear and clear-minded, because we're flushing out all the toxins in our body, and we're able to really start channeling things from our higher self, our higher being, and the divine. So take care of your sacred temple. Your body is beautiful no matter what shape or size. Just make sure you are treating it that way. Talking about temples, we also need to address your sacred space and your home. So for the 8th way to raise your vibration, you need to learn to decorate your home with the things that inspire you and the things that make you feel good. Symbols and decor that remind you daily to live your highest good is really important. You need to work always to live the best life that you can, and a lot of that starts with our home. It is our sacred space. It's where we dwell the most. We rest, we lay our head to rest at night. So it's important to wake up and see things and feel gratitude for things. It doesn't mean that you have to have a lot of clutter or a lot of physical, tangible items. It just means it needs to be a safe place for you to go. Your home environment is a very important space for your spiritual growth, so make sure that you're only inviting in positive vibes. The 9th way to raise your vibration is to find a mantra or mantras that work for you. Wake up with gratitude in your heart and mind, and find a mantra that you can say upon waking. Say this mantra multiple times a day so that you can reconnect with that energy constantly. An attitude of gratitude is really important to basically get things your way, because you're opening yourself up to accepting things as they are. Teach yourself to love yourself unconditionally, forgive yourself, and thank yourself, because you are the one responsible for all things in your life, good or bad. But you need to forgive yourselves for the mess up, and you need to thank yourselves for the things that come to you as well. Through it all, you must love yourself no matter what. So find mantras that make you feel good and keep repeating them daily. And when you find yourself getting distracted by the things that are bringing you down and lowering your vibration, start saying the mantra. For example, when I used to find myself getting into negative thought, I had to retrain and rewire my brain. So when my mind started going the opposite direction of positive, I used to tell myself, positive, positive, positive. Sometimes I would say this out loud, sometimes I would just say it in my head, but it always helped me to shift my thinking because I was simply becoming aware of it. It took some time, but within a year I really started grasping this. It became part of my internal dialogue every day. The 10th way to raise your vibration is to give. We all get that nice little buzz when we give someone a gift, especially when they get really excited over it. So when we give selflessly and we give to just literally make someone else happy, it makes us happy, because that's an energy, and it's an infectious energy. It's a beautiful energy. And so if you give something that's physical, or give something that's just thoughtful, or you're just lending an ear to listen to a friend, it's a really nice way for you to raise your vibration. Random acts of kindness or just some inspiration to share with people around you is going to really, really help lift you up, because when you help others, you also help yourself. And when you help yourself, you help others. So it's a beautiful cycle that you can repeat daily and take it like a dose of medicine. You want to make sure that every day you're doing something to uplift yourself and uplift those around you. We start to feel buzzed from this energy of giving. It really starts opening up our heart chakra, and so we're starting to let love flow out and flow in so easily. And lastly, the 11th way to raise your vibration is to start welcoming in lots of crystals, oils, candles, or plants into your life, your home, and your sacred space. You want to create life and abundance, and you want to look around your home and feel like it's alive and glowing. So you want to really incorporate all these things into your daily life. Spiritually cleanse yourself regularly, because we do take on a lot of emotions of other people. So if you learn to really shed that energy, you can start fresh and new, whether you do it daily, weekly, or I would say monthly, but that's a little bit too long of a wait time. I would say weekly is the best way to go if you can't do something every day, especially after you've come from a hard week at work and things seem to be going a little crazy for you. Smudge yourself, cleanse yourself, put some sage, some lavender, some resins, some incense, anything that makes you feel like you're cleansing yourself. Work with what you have around you, even if it does just mean going outside and getting grounded and letting the air flow through your hair and letting the wind cleanse you. There's so many ways to do this. It doesn't just require sage. I know a lot of people get allergic reactions to sage, or they don't like the smoke and they don't like fire or smoke in their home. There's other alternatives, so be creative. Use some salt, take a salt bath. Do something every day, every week, every month to cleanse yourself. And by incorporating crystals and oils into your life, you're also incorporating Mother Earth more into your life, and the protection and the love and the abundance and the prosperity and all those beautiful energies that come with it. You don't have to have a giant collection of these things. Sometimes all you need is 1 or 2 stones, 1 oil, 1 little candle to make your space feel really beautiful. And if you start your day sitting by these items, you might notice there's a big shift in your energy, and other people around you might start to notice it as well, because these little things can really, really help bring us energy. And we put intention into these things, and so when we see these, they're just simply a reminder. They're just the tools, because it all goes back to your mind, your thoughts, and the energy you're putting out. You are going to receive it in return. So I wish you all the best. I hope you guys like this video. You can always give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe for more, share it with your loved ones and friends. And I wish you magical blessings on this next week to come. Love you guys. Bye.